Another failed launch.
The goal of our project was to create a rocket that would send a raw egg to the altitude of 325 feet and return it to the ground safely. To achieve these mission goals, we had to make important design decisions about our rocket, like body tube length and fin shape. The first step of our design process was to figure out how long our rocket should be. We decided to use the minimum value permitted in the project at 14 inches long, with our payload section stretching 6 inches and our motor section stretching 8 inches. With this in mind, the next step was to come up with the preliminary shape and dimensions for our fins. With the help of OpenRocket and just a tad of internet research, we determined that the best fin design should have a root chord of twice the rocket tube's diameter and be slightly swept trapezoids. We were also mindful to make our fins large enough to provide the stability necessary for having such a small rocket. We then modeled our fins in NX and had them printed out of balsa wood. I think they turned out pretty well. That is, until we broke one of them. Luckily, we had plenty of superglue to take care of that problem.
You look real cute right now, Eric.
Thanks, man.
Before launch, we simulated our flight in OpenRocket. From this, we determined that the rocket needed 1.2 ounces of ballast weight. This was inserted after packing the parachute and installing the avionics. We used metal washers to provide the extra mass needed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The onboard camera recorded the flight, but our mirror was not aligned properly and so we did not capture very good footage. Here is our onboard, and here is footage from another team's rocket. Our rocket reached a maximum altitude of 338 feet, only slightly overshooting the target of 325 feet. Unfortunately, our parachute was damaged during descent, which resulted in our egg not surviving the flight.
Ultimately, despite our egg being destroyed, I would consider our project a success. It's cool to think about how soon enough we will go from working on rockets like this to rockets like this.